We got to start this reunion recap by rating everybody's fashion and reunion looks. So let me get my fashion Judgy McJudgerson glasses on and then I'll be ready. Hold on. All right, I'm back and I'm ready to rate everybody's looks from an A+ to an F. And please remember, this has nothing to do with their actual face or body. This is all about their hair, makeup, shoes, basically anything and everything that they can take off at the end of the day. All right? First, we have Mommy and Daddy of Love is Blind, Nick and Vanessa. They both looked fantastic. I loved Vanessa's dress. The sparkly bottom, was to die for. I just didn't love the asymmetrical top. It was a little bit too asymmetrical for me, if that makes sense. I just didn't like the waviness of the neckline. I don't really know how to explain it, but these are a few examples of what I wish the neckline looked like. I'm gonna give Vanessa an A-. Nick, on the other hand, he looked fine. I'll give him a B. I feel like he was missing something. Just something was missing. I don't know. Maybe he should have had a tie or a bow or maybe like a 3-piece suit. I don't know. He's a host of the show. He's Daddy Love is Blind. So I feel like he could have stepped it up a little bit. Let me just quickly go over the men. The men are pretty boring. I mean, suits all look the same sometimes. And what can they do with their hair? They don't wear makeup. So Jimmy, he gets a B+. I really liked his suit. I liked the pattern. What the f? Did you guys hear that? Oh my God, a car just zoomed by and it was farting. You know, the sounded like it was breaking down. Okay, that scared me. All right, so Jimmy gets a B+. I really liked his suit. I liked the pattern, the color, the fit, and I really liked his shoes. Kenneth gets a B-, C+, B-. I'm gonna give him a B-. I really did not like that bow. It was a little bit too big. No, it was a lot too big. I wanted to rip it off and put it in my hair. Also, the shiny lapel was a no from me. Everything else was fine. Everything else was great. But the bow and the shiny lapel really threw me off. Clay gets a B-. He looked good as always, but I wasn't crazy about the colors of his suit. Like, the fit was nice, but something about the color of the suit, the shade of the dark gray, the material. He also put a black tie with it and black belt I didn't love and a black pocket square. I just didn't really love it. Johnny. Okay, I love him. I really do, but he gets a C+ solely based on his head to toe reunion look. The hair was a no. It was a big fat no. I wish he did something with it. It looked like he just got out of bed. Like he rolled out of bed and came to the reunion. His suit was mid. His pant didn't really fit that well. I hated the color of his pocket square and I didn't like his shoes. Sorry, but that's just the truth. Then there's Jeramey. I'm trying not to let my bad feelings about him get in the way of fairly judging his outfit. I appreciated that he took a risk and wore a white suit. It was nice to see white or something bright. Overall, it was fine. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. So he gets a B-. And then there's Trevor and he gets an F. Like, what is this? What is he wearing? He looked like he came in to fix the Wi-Fi. I'm like, are you on the right show? Are you on the right episode? Did they tell you were going to shoot the reunion? Did they tell you the dress code? Obviously not. His pants were the real true tragedy. First the material and then the color, the fit, everything was so bad. Okay, do us all a favor, Trevor, if you are watching, listening, throw those away. Don't even donate it because nobody deserves to wear those atrocious pants. Oh my God. Oh God, was that joke too far? Just don't ever wear those pants again. By the way, you guys all know I had a big fat crush on him in the beginning, but even before he was exposed, I actually got the ick from him from one of his Instagram posts, but I just forgot to mention it. And let me show you which Instagram post it was. It was this one. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? He's flexing in the mirror and it's not even the flexing part. He's flexing in the mirror and I don't care that he's flexing. Like, you work hard for your body, you want to show it off, go off, king. But it was the pants. The pants down to his ankles gave me the ick. Why are your pants down to your ankles? Either keep them on or take them off. So I saw that video and I was like, ugh, nope. All right, now for the fun part, let's move on to the ladies. Let's start with Chelsea. This wasn't my personal favorite. Like, it's not really my taste, but I did think the dress was very pretty, minus the big bird feather shoulders. Like, I wasn't too crazy about the shoulders, but I thought she looked fantastic. Her hair was great. Her makeup was stunning. But she looked a little different though. Did anybody else think that? And I wasn't sure if it was the style of makeup, because she normally on the show never wore a lot of makeup, but this was like really professionally done. Maybe that's what made her look different, but she looks so different to me. I would give her overall reunion look a B+. Now we have Amy. She looked stunning. I loved the Jessica Rabbit-esque look from head to toe. Her hair, her red lip, her makeup, her dress, her gloves, her shoes. Loved her shoes. Everything about it, I loved. All right, it was perfection. I give her a solid A. Moving on to Sarah Ann. I mean, need I say more? Okay, if it were 2004, she would have gotten maybe a B+, but my goodness, it was so cringy. And again, I'm doing my very best not to let my personal sour feelings get in the way. So let me try to be objective here. Okay, the hair was so bad, period. Like nobody thought the hair looked good, right? This is literally the hair I did for my middle school dance. The makeup was done well. I thought it was really heavy, but I mean, they did a good job on it. I didn't mind the body glitter. I kind of like it. I feel like we should bring it back. I'm so conflicted about the dress because I didn't hate it, but there were aspects of the dress that I hated. Like the color's tough. It's such a bold color, and I usually don't like satin. I don't like it unless it's a very clean, simple dress. I absolutely hated the bunched up fabric in the chest area. It almost seemed like there was a bra underneath all that ruching, and I would have just preferred the corset bra top. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but that piece of fabric is what really bothered me. I feel like without it, it would have made the dress 10 times better. The nude shoes were a very good choice. They were cute, simple. It was a really good color to kind of balance out the boldness of the fuchsia. I'm gonna give her overall look a C+. Jessica, oh my goodness. Oh man, I hate to say this, but I really did not like her dress. I'm all about sexy cutouts, but the proportions were off. I can't exactly pinpoint why, but I didn't like it. I just, like the chest area here, it needed to be up higher. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It looks like it's sitting too low. Again, I really don't like the pleating here. I don't like the twist. That looks weird. And the slit is in a very awkward position. I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't like the dress. I love the color. It looked great on her, but the dress was a no for me. Her hair was fine. Her makeup looked beautiful. But also, this is what she looked like the entire season because she was always done up very like perfectly. I would have loved to see something a little bit different, but gorgeous, stunning girl. But in terms of the reunion look, I'm gonna give her a B- because it was really the dress that just wasn't good, but everything else was great. Okay, last, and oh no, we have Brittany and AD. Okay, so let's start with AD. I'm gonna give her an A+. All right, I mean, what is there to critique? From head to toe, everything was giving. Her hair gorgeous, makeup gorgeous, dress gorgeous. Shoes were simple and understated as it should be with this type of dress. And I love that this dress was giving Britney Spears toxic vibes. I loved it. She looked so good. I loved the sparkles, the gems, the shape of the gems, like the rectangular ones. I loved it. It looked so expensive. The dress hugged her body like no other. And I'm gonna go to bed dreaming about someday wearing this dress and looking half as good as she did. Last but not least, we have Brittany. I almost forgot about her because they barely gave her time to talk. Okay, I love her. I really do. I think she looked so pretty, but I didn't like her reunion look. I think the hair and makeup were well done again. It was very well done, but it really aged her. And the dress I didn't love. I mean, it was subtle, a safe black dress with some like see-through corset things on the side. I hate those little pointy things on each side of the armpit. I hate that. I don't know what it's called, but I hate that neckline. But yeah, she looked gorgeous. I just didn't like her reunion look. I'm gonna give her a B-. Now let's get into the actual reunion. Here are my initial quick, succinct thoughts. I loved the intro that they did with Nick and Vanessa walking around the pods, finding the cast members, doing different things in the rooms. I thought that was really cute. The main cast came out on stage. They had a few OG cast members across from the stage. And I thought the first half of the reunion was so good, so juicy. But then the second half was really boring. It kind of dragged on and on. I was like, oh my God, when is this over? They incorporated the prior cast members a little too much. Like, we don't care about what they're up to. We don't care about what they've been up to. If we did, we would follow them on their socials, but we don't care. The only thing that was really funny were their reactions to all the drama, but that was pretty much all we needed from them. Like, why'd they make them talk so much? I ended up skipping a lot of those parts. I wish they spent more time on Chelsea and Jimmy. So many questions went unanswered. They weren't even addressed. They got like a total of 10 minutes of airtime, and I honestly could have had the entire second half of the reunion on just Jimmy and Chelsea. They carried the majority of the season on their backs, and everyone tuned in mostly to watch the train wreck that Jimmy and Chelsea were. And all we're gonna do is get 10 minutes? That's not fair. That was incredibly frustrating. I mean, they spent more time talking about Jessica and Jimmy's time in the pods. Who the hell cares about them? I skipped that whole part too about how much time they spent in the pods. Jimmy said 10 minutes. She said an hour. Like, I don't care. They could have wrapped that up in like a minute and a half, but it went on for like 15 minutes. I was like, oh my God, nobody cares. Now, what I really appreciated about this reunion was how Nick and Vanessa went right into the drama. They addressed Jeramey and brought out Sarah Ann right away. And they were like, you know what? We're gonna confront you right now. What the hell was going on? So instead of recapping it, let's watch it together.
But it's been a year since you and Laura ended things. So how is your love life today? Are you seeing anyone?
Yes, I am seeing someone.
Funny you should mention that. She actually is here today. Guys, should we bring her out?
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder who that is.
Let's please welcome Sarah Ann to the show.
Let's not welcome her or Jeramey. They're not welcome.
Oh, not the kiss.
Right.
Someone just said, oh, not the kiss.
So have the two of you been together ever since you rode off into the sunset on jet skis?
We have. We've been dating for almost a year now. We live together, actually.
You live together.
Now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Laura has shared her location with us.
Ha, ha, ha,
She is in
ha,
Barcelona,
ha.
Spain for work, but we actually have her on Zoom.
Damn.
Welcome.
What a flex. Hi, I'm calling in from Barcelona. Okay, while you losers are in LA or wherever you peasants are filming this stupid reunion.
Laura.
Oh my God, shut up. You're so cringe. I'm literally getting the cringe sweats. Doing clap.
One woman you're currently living with. Yet there's a third woman whose mother went on social media and said that you two were actually engaged while you were applying for this experiment. So what do you have to say?
Yeah, I can actually
Oh my
address
God.
that one pretty direct.
I love how everybody's laughing at him.
It's not true. Yes, I was previously engaged. Everybody I dated was well aware of that.
So Laura, how does that sound to you?
In the pods, he did mention that he had a fiance before.
Okay. Did he mention one to you as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He definitely did. I knew all about it. He didn't hide anything from me.
Why on earth did you lie about your location after you shared it with Laura?
I shared my location before I left the house. Nothing inappropriate happened. We did hang back and continue to talk afterwards. The only time I was ever at Sarah Ann's house is when I went to go drop her off.
But the question was just, why would you leave your location
Okay.
on and then lie about it?
Ooh, okay, Vanessa.
I didn't intentionally lie about that. I did share my location.
And then forget?
No, I just didn't have anything to hide.
You didn't have anything to hide, but you lied? The math ain't mathin', bro.
You were not waiting for me. When I got home, I came upstairs. I told you what happened.
Oh, so scary, Jeramey. Oh, I'm sorry. Look at his face. Oh my God. Look at him getting all passionate right now.
I should have been on the front porch waiting for your ass at 6 a.m. is what I should have.
The past contestants are loving this drama. They're like, holy shit, we thought we were messy, but they are times a million.
I'll take my lumps for what I actually did, but I'm not going to have it continue to be painted to be worse than that. Like, I'm not going to.
Jeramey, you're actually worse than worse, okay? You're the worstest. The worstest.
You're a clown, okay? You're
I never
sitting here
apologized.
lie after lie after lie after lie.
Yes,
You should relax
girl.
calling someone a
wanted
clown when you
accent.
sat and told him shit about me in the pods.
Oh my god, yeah, you talked to my Jeremy in the pig.
That's all I hear from Sarah Ann.
Saying that I'm a pick-me girl, you're the pick-me girl.
let's
You're the
stop.
pick-me. You're the pick.
Sarah Ann, you are the definition of a pick-me.
You saw me crying with my heart broken.
You saw me crying with my heart broken.
Look at Jeremy trying to calm her down. Wait. He's like, just shut up, shut up, shut up, I got this.
You're the pick-me girl.
let's
You're the
stop.
pick-me. You're the pick-me girl. Don't you start. You saw me crying with my heart broken.
Look at him.
You saw me crying with my heart broken. Yes, I'm very happy with the way it turned out.
Like you said.
He's very happy when doing it.
Well, guys, Jeremy continues to
He's like, just shut up, just stop. It's okay. I'm trying to make myself look good and you're making things worse. Like, just shut up, shut the fuck up. I don't know if anybody watches Bravo, but Sarah Ann's energy reminds me so much of Kelly Dodd from Real Housewives of Orange County. Okay.
Did y'all kiss?
No, absolutely not. No.
Wait, Jeremy's face. He had a delayed reaction. He was like, and then after she said, no, absolutely not, he was like,
Did y'all kiss?
No, absolutely not.
I don't care what they did till 5 a.m. I think they're both disgusting.
You said there was what?
disgusting.
When do
period,
you
queen.
think you started to?
We actually have some never-before-seen footage of you and Laura speaking about it at the lake party. Let's take a look at that clip.
I do want to talk to you about the message that I sent
Okay.
because I know that came across so disrespectful to you.
Wow,
I am sorry. if-
not Sarah Ann having some self-awareness. I think it's hilarious that she's going to Laura right now and apologizing. She seems like she's so sorry. Laura, I want to make it up to you. I really don't want you to get the wrong idea. I'm so sorry that I hurt you. And then remember towards the end of that episode at the lake, she was like going off on Jeremy, like, I don't care. I'm just sorry. I'm just sorry. And then they go off on jet skis. So to me, this whole apologetic vibe seems so fake.
I was kind of heartbroken and I was just like, I'm just going to send it and get it off my chest and move on with my life.
Yeah.
I didn't send the message vindictively going, I hope she doesn't see this. I sent it thinking that's his fiance. They're probably both going to read it. And then I thought what I knew about you because I do adore you. Really.
I don't believe a single word that he says. I think he was a literal fucking clown robot in the pod. And like,
In all aspects.
just be careful,
you know?
babe. Like, the guy, as far as I'm concerned, is not who he said he was.
Yeah.
Like, since that night happened last Saturday, all he's been fucking talking about is his image and how he looks worse than Jimmy. So I don't know why the fuck he came on the show, but it sure as fuck wasn't for marriage or for fucking love, because he's not ready for that.
Wow, so he was very, very concerned about his image. Wow. It really just kind of shows you where his head was at.
I don't know what the Jimmy context was about, but
Yeah,
sorry
appreciate
about,
the phrase.
sorry about that, Jimmy.
What do you think Laura meant by saying that Jeremy was worried he'd look as bad as you?
I remember me having a really tough decision. I'm sitting here in the pods. I'm like, I remember all the other guys, Ken, everybody else picked me up that day. And Jeremy said, at least I can sleep tonight knowing Jimmy's the villain. And everybody else was picking me up, and that was the word you left me with.
That's true?
I don't recall saying that, but if I did say that, I was.
Clearly it was on your mind. You're still talking about me and your own relationships and stuff. That's how you viewed me.
I'm sorry for saying that too, because it was not meant to be anything serious.
That's
That
fair.
was-
You feel a little burned by that? Seems like it.
It is what it is.
What did you think of Sarah Ann's apology to Laura?
I feel like it's null and void. I don't think it matters. You still pursued him. You still went after him. So sorry for what?
The women in this group, how does your relationship with them stand today?
I don't talk to any of the women. That's because she liked to unfollow us and still follow our fiancés at the lake day, which I thought was strange.
That is not surprising at all. This is exactly why she's a pick-me.
You know what, Jess? You saw me crying after he broke up with me, and I said, I feel gaslighted, and I was heartbroken when I left, and you watched me bawl my eyes out, and you defended him. You were never a girl's girl. Ever, honey. And you sat there and told me that I'm not a girl's girl?
No one could empathize with your situation more than I could, honestly.
Oh, why did the editors put that in? Dude, they want us to rag on Chelsea some more. Leave her alone. Chelsea's had enough bashing from all over the world. Like, why did they have to include that? That was so mean.
Both of you could have handled the situation more respectfully.
Absolutely.
So Jeremy's coming in very apologetic. He wants to redeem himself. He wants to revamp his image. But Sarah Ann does not give a fuck. She's going in with a bulldozer. And that's why you see Jeremy trying to calm her down. Like, shh, just stop.
If any of you have seen Jeremy,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Every time I see him, they're broken up.
you said it broken.
Broken up every time I see him.
So when have you seen him?
There's more.
Oh, there's so much tea here. Oh, wow. So clearly their relationship isn't all great and chummy like they're making it out to be.
We have gone through real life relationship stuff since we have been together. Have we had our ons and offs? We've contemplated separating from each other. And
It hasn't even been a year and you broke up at least twice.
at the end of it, we ended up moving in together.
I think they got back together in time for the reunion because they needed to come out as a united front, or all of that would have been for nothing. You know what I mean? So also with America hating the both of them, they need support from each other.
You posted a video saying, and I quote, "This is reality television. It's meant to entertain you, and that's exactly what we're doing. We didn't miss with this one, baby."
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I know exactly which video he's talking about. And it was so cringy. Okay, if you watch Sarah Ann's TikToks, they're all so cringy. Like, she just has a level of cringe that you cannot force. It comes natural to her.
Is a reality television. It is meant to entertain you, and I think that's exactly what we're doing. We didn't miss with this one, baby. We didn't miss.
So be very, very clear.
Oh, so cringe.
I mean, there's never an interview of me talking about how I feel about this man, because there was a lot of heartfelt conversations around.
But I think that they didn't air all that because he had picked Laura, so they aired.
Of course, yeah, absolutely.
But is it safe to say?
I am living for the shade.
Do you see it as entertainment, whereas this is their life? This is their future.
Oh my God, Vanessa, you're doing too much. Oh my God.
Do you think you were trying to entertain?
No, I'm sorry.
I will still maintain that nothing happened between Sarah Ann and I that night. That's not her
Nobody
fault.
believes you, Jeramey, so shut the fuck up, because nobody believes you.
And I'm sorry for that.
To take some accountability, and that's all I've been waiting for a year.
Oh, now they're gonna apologize. Huh, I wonder what changed. I think they realized Daddy Lachey and Mommy Lachey are not happy with the two of them, and they're like, oh, wow, okay, it's not just the cast, it's Mommy and Daddy, so. Then they call Trevor out, and holy shitballs, how awkward was that? He fumbled so hard. We're gonna watch it together in a second, but I just couldn't believe how he wasn't able to say anything that he prepared to say. He looked anxious as hell, okay? I'll give him that. And I get it. When you're super anxious, your mind just goes blank. You freeze. You black out. But then eventually he was able to gather his words and he started to speak. But everything that came out of his mouth made no sense. Like, it was contradicting his actions and it just made no sense. And I was like, Trevor, are you hearing what you're saying? Like, for example, he was like, oh, she wasn't really my girlfriend. I never told her she was my girlfriend. Okay, but then you told her that you were going to marry her? How does that make sense? Honestly, I think he should have just been humble, owned up to it, and sincerely and profusely apologized. But instead, we got this.
Trevor.
Oh my God, why is he walking out like that? Ah!
Oh, we're stacking these couches. Do you guys have enough room?
Oh my God, he's in the same outfit like that he always wears.
Okay, so we're gonna get right into it. Trevor.
Oh, he looks nervous.
Hey, when the season premiered, people were posting, "Protect Trevor at all costs." Then, something came out that shocked.
I was one of them. I had a big fat crush on him. Remember you guys, I had Trevor posters all behind me?
Screenshots came out on the internet, which were allegedly between you, Trevor, and the girlfriend that you had at the same time that you were participating in this experiment.
We actually have the text, so let's go ahead and take a look.
Oh no! No, they're gonna read them? Oh my God. Wow. Wow, they're really going all out with this reunion. I was not expecting this. By the way, I'm sorry if you can hear something in my mouth. I have a cough drop because I've been coughing like crazy.
I love you so much, honey. I'm excited for it, but more excited to get back to you after and start our life together.
She responded with, "Did you land?"
Just did.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, Trevor looks so guilty. Oh my God, I thought he was going to come out and deny everything. Because remember, when I did that video on Trevor and the text messages, everyone said, well, a lot of people said that the text looked fake and that it was probably photoshopped or AI generated or whatever the fuck. But I had a feeling they were real because of the way he was texting, like his location, like where he was. He was talking about the process, how he met one of the guys from the pods. Like, it wasn't something that she could just make up without being on the set of Love is Blind. And so I had a feeling these were very real. And the fact that he looked so guilty, he's guilty. The texts were real.
Skipping to when you left the pods, you again wrote, "Do you still love me?" Trevor wrote, "I love you more than anything in this world, and I'm going to marry you."
She says, "Yes." Calm.
Trevor says, "I hope you know how much I love you," and had to pretend that this wasn't real life to say anything I said.
She responds with, "It's okay, pumpkin."
Now, Trevor, I'd like to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, me
Certainly
too.
a lot to unpack there.
Nah, say it with your chest.
Oh, look at poor Jeremy rubbing his best buddy's back because they've been doing the same shit.
I had a whole thing planned to say, I don't know.
Oh shit, I think he just blacked out.
Yeah. So, I was not dating her technically. Like, I never said, will you be my girlfriend?
What? Is he really saying this? Okay, hold on. I have to turn down my AC because it's really cold in here. So she wasn't your actual girlfriend and that's why you told her you would marry her? Make that make sense.
Like, obviously we were close, but she knew she was the typical girl I'd go for in real life. And I told her before, like, I want to go on this to try to experiment something else. Like, I wanted to meet somebody that I wouldn't go for in real life. This f***ed up that I was acted like that with someone else right before going on and right after. But I went in with the mindset of like, I want to try it.
You're saying I love you
Yes.
to this woman as you're entering the experiment, as you're entering the pods.
Yeah.
You don't say I love you
Call him out, Nick. Call him out, Nick Lachey.
to someone you don't care about on that level.
I mean, I did care about her.
How unfair is it to everyone on the stage? Chelsea, there was a moment there where she easily could have said, Trevor, you are the one for me. You're my life partner. Unbeknownst to her, you have someone on the outside. You're telling...
And I would have been with Chelsea. She knew that. Her and I were so f***ing toxic.
So toxic that after you got out of the pods, you said, I'm going to marry you?
No, yes.
Oh my God, Nick is earning his paycheck. Rent is due. Damn. Wow. This is hilarious.
I need a lot of like, therapy. I know I'm toxic. I know I need to change. I don't know what you want me to say.
And what if I did choose you? How would she be lingering around, just like...
No, I told her that up front. I was like, you and I are toxic together. If I meet someone in here, then I'm staying with someone in here.
Like, that's why you were gonna marry her.
When I left, I was in a f***ing emotional wreck. I mean, Johnny, you were there when I walked out of the posit day. Was I not? It was like really way worse than it's shown. Johnny was in the lounge and saw me, and I know you guys trust Johnny.
What the fuck? Johnny's like, what the fuck? Why are you calling me out? I can't tell if Trevor's trying to act like a little sad puppy dog because he wants sympathy or because he genuinely feels horrible and regrets what he did, or both.
Were you more hurt of leaving Chelsea, or was it because you were leaving the show?
I didn't care about leaving the show. Can I like just leave right now?
Go ahead.
Did you come here to forward your career and be on TV?
No, what career? I mean,
I have no idea.
Wait, why was that such like a subtle diss? I have no idea. What is your career, by the way, Trevor?
I was myself in those pods. I hope you know that. And any clarity you need off camera, like, I will give it to you. You're the only person that I owe any response to. If you need that, I will give it to you.
I appreciate you.
Oh God, this is so uncomfortable. And it's mostly because Trevor looks so wounded and he looks so defeated. And that's what's making it so uncomfortable and not super enjoyable. You know, whereas Sarah Ann, she was just like a barking dog. But Trevor is like a wounded little puppy, a helpless puppy that you just want to pick up and pet and hold and nurture. But no, you have to take accountability for your actions, bro.
We do not want people to come here motivated by fame. That's not what this is about.
No, really, we really don't.
For people who come here with ulterior motives, we've got to call you out for it. So, Trevor, I know you asked to leave. You can leave now, man.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! Oh my God, I almost choked on my cough drop. And the way he left, it was so abrupt and awkward. I felt kind of bad. Because Nick was like, all right, well, you said you wanted to leave, so leave. You can leave. And he got up and left. And nobody got to say bye. It was so awkward.
And it made me uncomfy.
Damn, it must suck to be absolutely adored and loved by all of America. Okay, I'm sure his DMs were blowing the fork up like it's never blown up before with so many women. And then boom, he becomes the butt of the joke. Everybody hates him. He's exposed. That's rough. And honestly, I hope he's taking care of himself and I hope he's okay. Let's move on to AD and Clay. So they confirmed that they're not together, but Clay calls AD the love of his life. And I believe him. I really do.
AD really seen me through. She's honestly the love of my life. And I would tell you, honestly, I did make a mistake. Like, one of the things that you just kind of like go through and live through, you know, and I'm humbled to watch myself and see that there was different things that I didn't do well, and I've been doing therapy to be a better person. I apologize. I love you. You are the love of my life, and it was a mistake.
He's been in therapy. He's been trying so hard to work on himself. And he even says that he would Like if given the chance, he would date AD all over again. And then she was like, no way, you had your chance.
Had your chance. I was wide. Like, there's nothing that I wouldn't have given you. And I feel like low-key, respectfully, you played in my face, Clay, because you knew you didn't want to get married.
That's not true.
I honestly believe Clay wants to heal from his trauma. I think he does want a long-term relationship and he wants to be faithful and a better person. But I also believe he really doesn't think that he can be because of what he went through as a child, seeing his father cheat over and over again. Like, I don't know if he's truly going to be able to get over that. But when he was like, yeah, I think I'd be ready to, seek a long-term relationship, I don't think he's ready yet. A year is not long enough. So they're not back together like I thought they were. And initially, I did want them to be back together again. But since watching this reunion, I've changed my mind. I really like Clay, but I love AD and I like her way more than I like Clay. And I think she's such a stand-up girl that deserves someone who's completely ready to give her everything. I hope they can remain good friends. I think he'd be so lucky to have her as a friend. Next is Amy and Johnny, and everything's great. Everything's perfect. I love them. I love their families. Moving on. Jimmy confirmed that Chelsea outing his secret on camera was the thing that ruined their relationship. It just completely put things to an end. And looking back, he regrets not ending things there because remember he tried to break up with her, but then ultimately he took her back right away and they decided to work on their relationship. And he says he really should have ended it there. But the reason why he wanted to work on it again was because they loved each other so much. And then they asked, how's your relationship with that friend? And he said that they don't really talk anymore. This has completely changed their friendship.
I told you out of confidence. One of them is really pissed off at me for mentioning it. It was also she had an ex-boyfriend that she still hangs out with. She mentioned
I don't hang out with him.
She's not in the wrong for saying it, but I just didn't love the fashion how it came up.
Me neither, my guy. Me neither. That was awful.
And that's it with them. Nick and Vanessa don't address or ask anything else. And the only thing I wanted to know is what the status of their relationship is right now, or what happened after the breakup. Did they get back together? What are all these photos that we're seeing? Videos of them hanging out and getting a little close. They did another interview after the reunion, and they both confirmed that they were just friends, but I don't believe them. I don't. Their body language tells me something totally different. To me, at least. Or maybe I'm reading too much into it, because right after their segment on the reunion, Jimmy put his hand on her leg, and then she held his hand, rubbed it, and then they quickly checked in on each other. I mean, I guess it could have been in a friendly, platonic manner, but like I said, there have just been a lot of photos and videos that have surfaced online, and they seem kind of really close. But then again, maybe it's a friends with benefit situation, because we already know Jimmy likes to fuck his friends. Just kidding. I would have loved to know more about that night Chelsea confronted Jimmy about the time he went to the bar. Remember how she was like, the girls from the pod saw you and Mackenzie saw you and I know you were with Jessica. Remember that? I want to know if she was lying or not. I mean, I have a pretty good idea that she lied, but I want to hear from her. Chelsea totally got off the hook, and this is why I think that happened. She got so much backlash and hate on social media. I mean, so did Jimmy, but more Chelsea. They were hated on until Jeramey and Sarah Ann took over, but that didn't happen for a while. Like the first 9 to 10 episodes out of a 12 episode series was focused on Jimmy and Chelsea and how much everybody hated Chelsea. And not only that, but Chelsea got roasted and toasted about her physical appearance. Like, it's one thing to talk about how much she looks or doesn't look like Megan Fox, but it's a whole other thing to call her a bunch of names and to make fun of what she looks like. That is completely different. I felt like that was so brutal, and I thought some of the comments were so mean. I don't know how she was able to handle all that because I truly do not think I could have. So I think that's why Nick and Vanessa didn't press too hard because they didn't want a dogpile. That's what I think. Then towards the end, they get to Brittany and Kenneth, and Brittany was like, finally we get to talk. Those two have become besties for the resties. Yeah, they talk every day. They hang out every day. They're texting all day. Like they're so integrated into each other's lives. I don't know why they don't date, but they're not dating.
We speak nearly every day. I get FaceTime calls at work. I call him at work. I've met people at his school that he talks to. The bond that we have is gonna last for an eternity.
They addressed his phone use, and his excuse was everybody handles things differently.
And so when people say like, oh, he just didn't care, like, no, that actually was not the case. I called Clay like in shambles, like, bro.
Blah, blah, blah. I mean, whatever. I still think it was super disrespectful and rude to be constantly on his phone while Brittany was crying in front of him, but whatever. They didn't really address anything else, especially like the gaslighting that happened in that kitchen. But yeah, they're best friends. They do everything together. They talk all the time. I did find it really funny how they acknowledge that their relationship or friendship dynamic is going to have to change once one of them or both of them start dating out of respect for their partners. And I wish we got Jimmy and Chelsea's reactions or response to that, because that's basically what Chelsea wanted from Jimmy, to like set some boundaries with the girl friend that he fucked now that he was engaged to Chelsea. But yeah, we didn't get that. Oh, and remember Matthew? Yeah, they invited him to the reunion, but he refused to show. They played never before seen scenes of Matthew and Amber, because remember how he said the same exact things to Amber and AD?
I just trying to be as honest as I can.
No, I like that.
Because I don't want to tell something to somebody else and then tell you something. Like, I'm just not going to do that. I guess when I think about you, I can really see it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm smiling.
And I really wish they played these scenes on episode 2 when we found out that he was actually doing that, because at this point, I just didn't care anymore. It didn't have the same effect. If they had played these scenes on episode 2, it would have had way more impact, and I feel like the editors really messed with that. AD reveals that she and Matthew saw each other twice after the show finished. He apologized to her, he apologized to Amber, and they went on 2 dates, but it fizzled out, nothing ever came of it. Then it's all about the past contestants. Whoop-de-doo. Can't believe Kwame and Chelsea are still together, and I still can't figure out whether Kwame is happy or miserable. Like, he looks like he's smiling on the outside but crying on the inside. Also, we learned that Chelsea now works for Love is Blind. She's one of the casting producers. How fun of a job is that? How do I do that? If anyone works in the entertainment TV business, can you guys let me know how I can get this type of job? Like, it's my dream job to work on an actual set of reality TV. I feel like I would produce a great show. Micah and Izzy are going to be on Perfect Match. Woohoo, we love to see it. Not Colleen and Matt are still together, which is kind of shocking because, well, if you saw their season, then you probably know what I'm talking about. I just hope Colleen is well. Jessica's going to be on Perfect Match. Jessica and Micah have become best friends. Tiffany and Brett are doing very well. They're going to buy their first house and they're planning their vacation to Japan. What else? Oh, and Giannina is dating Bachelorette alum Blake, and they're expecting their first baby, and so are these two. And I think that's it. Oh, and oh my God, this is so funny. Okay, at the very end of the reunion, this was hilarious, that Vanessa asked every cast member what their favorite part of the whole Love is Blind process was. Can somebody say damage control? If you didn't know, Love is Blind is currently being sued by several cast members for their horrible living conditions, negligence, SA, etc. And one of the things we heard was they weren't being fed. Like, some of the cast members went on for hours without having any food. They barely got any sleep. There was so much alcohol that was provided on top of like not being fed. So it was hilarious when Vanessa suddenly asked that question, and then Izzy was like, oh, I miss the food. So much delicious food.
The food. I miss the food.
Well, on that note.
And then Nick goes, speaking of food, anyone hungry? And then they have this ginormous table of food out in the front, and then everybody runs to the table to eat. Like, oh my God, make it more obvious. Oh, and before that, Alexa even said, oh, I miss production so much. They were so great. The best team ever. So professional. They gave us everything we ever wanted. I swear they were told to say this. Literally, I think one of the producers was like, here, this is what you need to say. And that's a wrap! Season 6 of Love is Blind is done, y'all. What an amazing, juicy season. It was so much fun watching this and covering this and interacting with you guys in the comments. I loved your guys' support while I was covering this series, so thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. I'm gonna put a bunch of funny memes that I found in the end of this video, so I hope you enjoyed those. And as always, let me know in the comments all your thoughts about this season, this reunion, Trevor, Sarah, Ann, and Jeramey. Let me know, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.